Hello guys, in today's video we are going to solve for x given that the square roots of 7 root 7 root 7 root 7 root 7 root 7 is equal to 7 raised to power x. There are 7 in 6 places under this radical here. What we need to do is to gradually walk up from the innermost radical up until we get to the final 7 here. This root 7 here can be written as 7 raised to power 1 over 2. Each of them can be written as 7 raised to power 1 over 2. So with that understanding, bringing out this first radical, this can be written as root 7, then root 7. This root 7 is what I've written as 7 raised to power 1 over 2. So this is now the square root of this 7 is the same thing as 7 raised to power 1 times 7 raised to power 1 over 2. And this will be simplified as the square root of 7 raised to power 1 plus 1 over 2. 1 plus 1 over 2 is simply 3 over 2 if we do the LCM. So this is the same thing as saying the square root of 7 raised to power 3 over 2. And the same way we were able to change the square root, this first square root, to 7 raised to power 1 over 2, we can also do the same with this second square root, which is this. So this will also be written as 7 raised to power 3 over 2, then raised to power 1 over 2. So that when combined together by law of indices, that becomes 7 raised to power 3 over 4. So all of this first and second radical become 7 raised to power 3 over 4. So we shift that then to the third 7. So that becomes, let me bring it out, that is the square root of, the only thing new here is this 7. Every other thing has been simplified into 7 raised to power, so that's times 7 raised to power 3 over 4. 3 over 4. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did with this level here. So that becomes 7 raised to power 1 times 7 raised to power 3 over 4, then all raised to power 1 over 2. And this will become 1 plus 3 over 4. According to law of indices, you add the power when you are multiplying, then raised to power 1 over 2. This will give me 7 raised to power 1 plus 3 over 4 is 7 over 4, so that's 7 over 4, then raised to power 1 over 2. And altogether that gives me 7 raised to power 7 over 8. So that's for the first 3 radicals. So if I extend that forward to the 5th radical, 2, 3, 4, that's the 4th radical, the 4th 7. So that becomes the square root of, let me bring it out, the square root of 7, and everything I've simplified earlier, times, this is 7 raised to power 1, then times 7 raised to power 7 over 8. So that is the same thing as following this same approach, 7 raised to power 1 plus 7 over 8, then raised to power 1 over 2. That is 7 raised to power, this will be 15 over 8, then raised to power 1 over 2. So this gives me 7 raised to power 15 over 16. Then we go to the next stage, which is the next 7 and the next radical. And we have the square root of 7 raised to power 1 times 7 raised to power 15 over 16. And that is 7 raised to power 1 plus 15 over 16 raised to power 1 over 2. And this will give us 7 raised to power. The LCM of 1 and 15 over 16, the addition of the two together should give us 31 over 16, then raised to power 1 over 2. So that this is 7 raised to power 31 over 32. And then the last one, which is the last 7 and the last radical. So this gives us the square root of 7 raised to power 1 times the new value we just got, 7 raised to power 31 over 32. And that is 7 raised to power 1 plus 31 over 32, all raised to power 1 over 2. This will give us 7 raised to power 1 plus 31 over 32 is 63 over 32. Then raised to power 1 over 2. So altogether, that is 7 raised to power 63 over 64. So we are done with all of the radicals on the left hand side, but we are then supposed to equate it to 7 raised to power x. So if we equate it to 7 raised to power x, we now have all of this, which is this, we equate it to 7 power x. So we have 7 raised to power 63 over 64 is equal to 7 raised to power x. Okay, so because the bases are the same, our work is done. We just equate the powers. By law of indices, once the bases are the same, equate the powers. Therefore, x is equal to 63 over 64. This is the final answer. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.